season's reunions? That's a pretty unique
Um,
question, so I thought I'd throw it out there.
well, the thing is I didn't really watch the BGC before I was on it, and I didn't really watch it after mine. So undoubtedly, my
Hmm.
answer is going to be that my season was the best, just because
The
my season
best,
was the
yeah.
best, obviously.
Right.
And I mean, the thing is about our season is like, yeah, we went through like a lot of fights and stuff, but honestly, the friendships were genuine. People, the hatred was genuine, and it's funny because even though like most of us, I mean, I have everybody's numbers, but even though I don't talk to them on a regular basis, if
Hmm.
I were to pick up the phone and call them or ask them a question, it would pick up. And I feel like with a lot of other seasons, people like held their grudges or think it's like,
Yeah.
they want to carry it into like 2013, and it's like, okay, well, that happened 6 years ago. We can get off
Right.
course.
Yeah, that's interesting. We have a question from somebody actually relating to that in the chat room. This is from, I don't know how to pronounce it, Digi Destin. She says, do you have any opinion on Shar saying she regrets being on the show?
When did she say she regrets being on the show? The minute that she got pregnant and decided she wanted to have a life outside of being crazy? Okay. I mean, with that,
Yeah,
I mean, with the things that you do on television out in like the regular world, um,
right.
I mean, that's news to me. I've never even heard that she said that. So it's one of those
Yeah,
things that if you're a certain way and you go back and look at it, you're obviously going to be like, oh my God, I can't believe that was me. Or, oh my God, yeah, that was me. And
right.
you got to own up to it. And as she would say, just swallowed a pill, just swallowed a pill, whatever that meant.
Yeah, that's definitely intense. Ariel Rivera says, are you coming back to our TV screens?
Oh, I don't know. Am I?
Yeah. Emma?
It's gonna
That's a
be a
good
Bagel
question.
Club Crutches edition, like in WWE with like the table ladders and chairs. It's gonna be like me,
Oh
like
my
a
God.
walker at like 30.
Oh, that would be an interesting concept. I'd like to watch that. Yeah. So what have you been up to since your season? Like what's been like the focus of your life in the last couple of years?
Well, after my season, I went back to school. Obviously, I took a semester off to do the show, and I was actually in
Mm.
school while it was airing. So that was an interesting,
Wow.
weird turn of events. So I
I
went back
would
to
say,
school,
yeah.
graduated. Yeah, it was weird, like because I already did the show, and so people were still like on a weekly basis, like, oh my God, she just hit this person. It's like, no, okay, I'm right here in class. Like, how do you?
Right.
Um,
Here I am in class learning. Yeah.
exactly. And so I did that. I graduated. Most recently, I just really followed my passion for fitness and went into the fitness
Cool.
field. Was working up until my first surgery. So
Hmm.
technically still on medical leave, and we'll go back. And I love helping people. I love helping people specifically with fitness because it comes naturally to me. And
Yeah.
it's most of the time like I meet most of the people from there. But
That's
ultimately, I'll
awesome.
be opening my own gym here in LA, and it
Cool.
goes from there.
Now the gym is open for everyone, right? Not just like Bad Girls fans and Bad
Uh,
Girls, right?
Obvi.
When you open it, yeah.
Yes, of course. I mean, maybe I'll have like a bad girls like segment class and like how to like
Yeah, that
be a
would be
boss.
cool.
Oh my God. Okay.
That sounds awesome.
Which is
So do you keep in
really
touch with yeah. Do you keep in touch with any of the other girls from your season?
obviously Lauren, she's like my bestie from the show. I
Right.
mean, what you
Right.
guys saw was like completely real. Like her and I were really good friends, and despite like, you know, the reunion where people were like mad and not mad, like her and I are gonna be
Hmm.
friends forever. And so I saw her in Vegas a couple months ago, right before my first surgery, and we talk like random texts every couple days. Talk to Sydney here and there. Again, I talked to Shar recently too, but nobody. I don't hate anybody. I really just I don't have time. Like
Yeah.
if I have time to hate, I
Yeah,
have time
yeah,
to be
yeah.
working out. So
Yeah.
why am I
Oh,
even
that's a
talking to
good way
you?
to look at it. Yeah, if I have time to hate, I have time to be working out. That's a really good motto that some people
I
should
mean,
maybe learn by.
I know, and I said something the other day on my Facebook. Like, if you spend an hour a day on Facebook for 10 years, that's equal to 152 days or something like that. I forget what I did the
Yeah.
math, and I actually broke it down. I'm
Right,
like,
right, right.
in 152 days, you can honestly start a master's program. You can maybe get a life. You can like do something else. I don't know. Why would you want to spend an
Nice.
hour on like social media? I don't know.
Right. Yeah. Well, that's true. Yeah. Put your time where, towards something productive rather.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's see. Other people are asking, would you ever appear on Love Games in the future
I
if you
would
were
not.
asked?
I wouldn't. I was asked right
No?
after my season, and I didn't do it. At the time, I was single. I wasn't just didn't want to do it, and then now I'm in a relationship, and I'm really happy. So
Right.
I don't ever foresee myself doing that.
Yeah, that's not your thing. That's fine. Okay, Joe asked, would you ever appear on an all-star season of the Bad Girls Club?
I don't know. I think it'd be fun. I mean, if you guys
Yeah,
saw my season, like I always was about fun. I was always about like joking around and having a good time. To me, that's like a vacation from like my real life. So that's why I
right.
would do it. I don't need to be the baddest or like get on it. Like I don't
Yeah.
it makes sense for me.
What was your favorite part about being on the Bad Girls Club? Like
Honestly,
retrospectively looking back at that.
you're the most important thing that an entire team of people are watching for. Like it's like a science experiment. I always said it. It's like you're in like a little petri
Yeah.
dish and they're watching you flourish and replicate and all this other stuff. And it's kind of cool because the
Right.
minute you leave and you realize, oh God, I have to do this, or I have to like ask to go here, or do
Mm.
this, and cameras are following me here. The minute you get on that plane to go home, no one's following you. No one cares about you. No one knows who you
Right.
are until like you get on the plane and you head home and they put the stuff on the website or the first episode comes out. No one knows who you are. And I mean, that's kind of like a reality check and it's
Yeah.
humbling because if you don't if you don't think about that, like no offense, it's a reality show. You didn't solve the cure for cancer. You didn't,
Yeah, right.
you got a chance to show your drunken mess on television. Okay.
So speaking of, what would you say then would be your least favorite part of being on the Bad Girls Club?
um I think the least favorite is just the outside communication being cut off. That's the only
Mm.
thing I think. It's just because it's weird
Oh,
going
right,
around
yeah.
because you can't tell like you only can tell X amount of people
Right.
because contractually like you'll be in trouble if you tell people where you're going. So it's just like, oh
Right,
yeah,
of
see you later,
course.
and you peace out, and they're like, well, where'd you go? Just go.
Yeah. Casper the Ghost has an interesting question. They say, what was the feedback you got after your season? Was there a lot of hate or a lot of love?
Um, I don't. To me, if you're gonna spend the time to talk trash, like to me, that's love. Like you're spending time out of your precious day to talk
That's
about me.
true.
Thank you. Like you're focusing
Yeah,
your
yeah,
energy on
yeah.
me. I mean, how can I ask, for anything better? No,
Right.
I did me 100% of the time. I didn't fake. I wasn't fake to certain people. I wasn't nice to certain people. I just did what I wanted to do 100% of the time. So therefore,
Hmm.
when I left, I couldn't be upset. The friendship I had with Lauren and
Yeah,
making fun of Shar at the time was what I wanted to do with her. And then after the show, we reconciled, and now Shar and I are friends, and it's whatever.
that's awesome. Yeah, and so just a reminder for everyone watching, if you want to ask a question to Nikki face to face, click the Get on Camera button and we'll have you go on live. You can also type your questions in the question section next to this chat.
Yeah.
Okay, another great question is that Lilo girl says, what would you redo anything you did or said on Bad Girls Club?
I don't think so. I did like I look back on it and I really
Yeah.
played around the entire time. Like I probably would take that down a notch because literally I don't understand how I thought everything was funny. Everything I thought was funny. I don't know. I mean, maybe in that moment I'm that bored that like I'd wake up like literally I'd be the
Yeah,
first one to wake up at like 6 or 7 in the morning and everybody would be like sleeping. And I'm like, God, what is this? Then at the
right.
end of the season I was getting up at like 2 in the afternoon because everybody was boring. But I think I would
Okay.
just not play as much. I don't know. Like,
Yeah, that's a good question. Maybe like, think about it and then like post it on Twitter or something. That'd be good.
okay.
Okay, so Sancia says, are you the same person you were in the house or do you think you've changed?
I'll always be the same person. Like Nikki Galladay to me is outgoing, fun, really just speaks her mind. It's not about like, oh my God, I have to curb what I say. I curb what I say in certain situations? Obviously, because I've worked in a corporate environment where I have to. Somebody comes in who's
Right,
200 pounds, you can't say, hi, you're morbidly obese and you should stop, eating at McDonald's. You have to break it down like, high blood
right.
pressure, high cholesterol. Maybe it's a good idea if step on, cardio
Hmm.
and whatnot. You can't say the same thing to certain people because they can't take it. In the BGC though, you should
Right,
be able
no,
to.
no, totally. Who are your favorite bad girls from all the seasons?
I've said it since like day one. Flo is my favorite, just because she's like a rougher version of me. I mean, now she's like a mama
Yeah,
and stuff, which is really cute. But like, I love her. I think she's hilarious. She really didn't care what she said and didn't care if she had no friends or a million friends. And hands down, she'll be my favorite.
cool. Edwin Rodriguez has a request. He says, can you please say weak sauce?
Oh, weak sauce! Oh my god, I
There
say
you
it all the
go.
time.
That's,
I
yeah,
say
I
it
think
so many
everyone's
times all
remembers that.
the time.
Yeah, very good. Joe asked, do you think there should be more of a competition element to Bad Girls, such as like a winner per se every season?
Um, yes and no, because it's weird. People will be like, "Well, what was the point of the show?" And I'm like to be bad. Like I have a hard time explaining it, so I just kind of say it's like the real world but drunk, and or
Right, that's
drunker,
what
I
I
should
would
say.
say. Yeah, right.
I mean, they can make like it would have to be a completely a different show, and it's in like a completely different entity. Just because there's shows like Big Brother
Right,
that are more
right.
competition based, this is really just something
No,
with
for
like
sure.
the most seven outgoing people you ever meet. Every the alpha female of every single group across the country who's going to hang out with each other, and some people can't,
Right.
sit back and watch things unravel, and some people have to be the center of attention, and those people will continuously get me fun of. To be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah, totally. That's a good point. Let's see. What was the one I had up
Oh,
here?
I
Oh, you
see
were
a
the biggest
question.
prankster in your house. What's
What was that?
that? Oh, it's okay. I was saying, who you were the biggest prankster in your house. What was your favorite prank that you pulled?
Hmm. There were so many that you guys didn't even see. Like there was something new every day. I remember this one time though. This is the best one. Wilmarie had just gone food shopping, and at this point, nobody was talking to me in the house again. Oh my god! And
Yeah.
so she went food shopping, and I literally went in the fridge, and she bought like all these like things of turkey breast, and I ate the entire thing, every like three of them, just because I could. And so she walks around the house, literally asking every single person, "Did you eat my ham? Did you eat my ham?" And I'm like laughing. I'm like, first of all, it's not ham, or first,
Yeah.
it's turkey. Second of all, if you're gonna ask five other people and they say no, come and ask me. I'm right here. Never ask me about the never ask me about the turkey breast ever.
Right.
And it was delicious. Thank you.
Yeah, there you go. You got a nice little, you probably wanted a nap afterwards.
I
Turkey makes you
did.
sleep.
It does. That tryptophan, let
Yeah,
me tell
that's
you.
amazing. So, are you excited for Bad Girls Club Atlanta premiere on Tuesday? It's a new night and a new time, Tuesday, January 15th at 8 p.m. for those of you who are listening and watching.
Yeah.
Have you any thoughts on Bad Girls Club Atlanta? Do you have any favorites yet?
I don't. I'm excited just because Atlanta is like a rough city. Like I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if I would have been able
Mhm.
to like hang out in Atlanta for 3 months with
Right, I know. That's
six
what I'm
crazy girls.
saying.
It's just I don't. That to me wouldn't be fun. But some girls just really
Right.
thrive on like that city energy, and kudos to
Yeah.
them. Like honestly, because it's exciting and it's fun, and they're gonna love it. And if it's anything
Right.
like The Housewives, I'll be watching. Don't worry.
Yeah. That's awesome. Okay, so let me ask you some personal questions now. What kind of music are you listening to?
As always, I don't. Oh, you couldn't really tell in my house, but I'm a big house person. I love house music. I'm a big DJ kind of
Okay.
person. Um, that's honestly probably my favorite choice of music. That's primarily the
Hmm.
reason why I like going to Vegas and stuff and living here in LA because people like Eric Pritz and Hardwell, bingo players, and I'm just really really into house, and that's kind of my thing right now.
That's awesome. Very good. And so some people are asking, you were mentioning about your fitness and how important it is to you. What would you say is your like daily fitness routine? Do you have one? And like, what is your diet like, basically?
Well, my diet is
People
still
want to
very
know
very.
how you look so good. That's what it
Oh,
is. Yeah.
thanks. Which way to the beach? Nice
Yeah.
city.
There you
um,
go.
well, to me, I never realized how important diet was until recently. I always thought that, like, being an
Yeah,
athlete your
me
whole life,
too.
like, it's like, oh my God, you're playing sports every day. I was a triple varsity athlete in high school. I can eat whatever and whenever,
Mm.
however many I wanted to.
Yeah.
But
Yes,
between,
I remember those days too.
oh, it was great. But between
Yeah, those were good days.
delicious Cinnabons in the mall, oh my God. But between like the GMOs, like genetically modified foods, the crap that's going into them,
Right.
pesticides and stuff like that. I eat a very clean diet. I
Mhm.
don't eat. I don't have anything with gluten, so I don't eat rice, wheat, barley, rye, oats. They have gluten-free oatmeal. Um,
Wow.
that alone was honestly, without even working out, that alone like cut 5 pounds off me, and I wasn't even trying. That was just like what happened.
Wow.
I don't do anything that's soy either because an increase in estrogen will lead to an increase in cancer. So I don't do that, and I don't do any dairy.
Mm.
That's recent. It's a struggle. Well, I have a milkshake when I'm
Yeah.
craving one, of course, but it's just
I was just gonna say, like, I love ice cream, so that would not work out for me, but you can do that if you need
no. I used to love ice cream.
to.
I eat a lot of fruit. In fact, my
Right.
breakfast is right here. I just haven't eaten it. My fruit.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Um,
Breakfast Club. That's what you should be doing.
oh, duh.
So what's your routine, like your workout routine? Do you have one?
I usually do. I mean, it changes every 4 to 6 weeks, or probably 6 to 8 weeks. It
Hmm.
changes. For the most part, I'll do cardio 6 days a week, usually in the morning, and then I'll lift anywhere between 4 and 5 days a week. Right now, it's just kind of crazy
Right.
because of the fact that I had hip surgery and I can't, go into the gym and do a leg workout like I used to.
Right. Right. Right.
So that's been the hardest, and which is why my nutrition has had to go up because if I'm not working out,
There you go.
obviously I'm not burning the same amount from before.
Right. Very good. Wow. So you're definitely in very good shape. And I love that your Twitter handle is fit to Nick. I thought that
Oh
was so
yeah.
perfect for someone
Ugh.
who's
I'm gonna
obsessed
take
with
you from
fitness.
fit to Nick. Oh.
There you go. Okay, Miss E in the chat asks, "What's your favorite movie?"
Oh, my favorite movie. I've actually started watching
Hmm.
movies because my attention span, it doesn't usually work out. Um,
Right.
I've only started watching movies because I've been on medical leave. So besides reading and tweeting
Mm.
and whatnot, my favorite movie, obviously it's Dumb and Dumber. Like, let's be honest. But I've been watching some new good ones. I just saw Looper the other day, which was really, really good. But I'm also into that, like,
Okay.
I don't know, like what would you do kind of butterfly effect change kind of movie type where it's like, okay, if this didn't happen, what would happen now? And I really like those.
Right.
But Dumb and Dumber,
I'm into
hands
that
down.
too. Did you ever watch? Yeah, Dumb and Dumber is so funny. I love that movie. Okay,
You're
so
gonna,
here's a good question. Haters come with the territory of being a bad girl. What do you have to say to them?
oh,
Because obviously, I've noticed you're very active on Twitter and whatever. I'm sure you see a lot of hate.
oh my
Do you have
God.
anything you'd like to say to people that are sort of negative towards you?
I mean, when it first happened, it's a shock to everybody because they're like, oh my God, this person like didn't like what I was wearing, or oh my God, this person made fun of this, and it's like, okay, you have to get over it. And then,
Yeah,
but
right, right.
honestly, pay them no mind. Like they're not paying your bills. They're not like not doing
Hmm.
anything for you besides making you more relevant. So
Yes,
at the end of the day, I mean,
right.
As much as I dislike Kanye West because he's just arrogant, I'm he's succeeding by me disliking him. So it's like, okay,
Yeah,
and you can respectfully hate. You don't have to be like, when people like try to come at
right,
your character for no reason, like they know you, it's like, okay,
right.
fine.
Okay, yeah. They don't know you the way
Mhm.
you know you, so there you go.
Exactly.
Okay, a lot of people have been asking, I think maybe just with the name association, but are you a fan of Nicki Minaj?
I do like her. I think she's very talented. Again, I'm not a crazy like rap person, but because I was
Mhm.
never really a singer, I really appreciate people who can sing really well and the arts and stuff. Because
Right.
I'm totally not the arts type. Nicki Minaj, I think she's awesome. God,
Yeah.
that her, Lady Gaga, like it's like, how are you prodigy children alive? I don't get it.
Yeah. Yeah, Sasha Stone says, "Oh my God, yes, so glad you like Nicki Minaj."
Yeah, I appreciate
So it seems like people are happy about that.
that.
Okay, let's take another question here. Besides yourself, who do you think is the baddest bad girl?
Yeah. Ooh, I'd say Tanisha. I wouldn't want to live in a house with her.
Yeah.
No, living in a house with her now,
Yeah.
like, okay, season 4 with the pots and pans, I don't know. I'd be like crying in the like corner,
Yeah.
like sucking my thumb and Dumb and Dumber.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Here's a question that's really good. How has being on Bad Girls Club changed your life? And that can be for the better or for the worse in whatever way. What's changed in your life since being on there that you think maybe, it wouldn't have been the same trajectory had you not been on?
Prior to the BGC, I was on the fence about moving to LA. I didn't know if I was going to. And so when I got contacted on
Hmm.
Facebook to come to a casting call, I'm like, let me just go. And then as I went through the interview process, I was like, okay, and then when I finally got it, I'm like, well, this is an opportunity to live in LA, pretty much rent free in a mansion. Um,
Yeah,
Obviously, it's not going to be the same as
while you're
living
on TV.
there. Right. I'm like, let me just test it out. If I
Yeah,
like it
yeah.
then, I'll stay there. And ended up liking it. Ended up moving here after I graduated, which is cool. Do I think I'll be here forever?
Hmm.
No. It's just a good spot in my life right now. And, my family's back east, and my boyfriend's family, whose also name is Nick, is back east. So who knows what'll happen. But I like it here for right now.
Yeah. So you wanted to move to LA before you were on Bad Girls Club?
I did. I just didn't know. Like that's the reason, kind of why. Like I've been kind of going westbound since New Jersey, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to.
Yeah.
And the thing about LA, I love it, but I also hate it because everybody here is like trying to like be somebody, and it's. I
Yeah,
have my good
yeah.
kind of friends, but it's like the people that aren't. It's like, okay, you're still doing the same thing. It's been 4 years. Like, get a clue. Maybe you should try something else. It's like,
Yeah, maybe it's time to, fall back on something here.
yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, so we already asked the question about if you had to change things, what would you do differently? Do you want to
Well,
go back to that question here a little bit?
um,
Oh, sorry, if you could change one thing about going back to from your season, one thing that you did or said, would you change anything?
I don't think I would, honestly, because everything I did in the
Yeah,
moment was exactly what I wanted to do. I didn't hold back. If I didn't like
right.
somebody, I told them straight up. If I thought you were a follower, I was going to tell you a follower. You know what? I will. There's one thing I would do differently. I wish that um, I didn't give Jessica so much of a chance because looking back on it, I think that she's her own person and she's going to do what she wants to do. And she wanted to, follow Shar. And then when I called
Right.
her out on it, she was kind of like upset that I called her out on being a follower. And it was just like what I felt at the time. So I thought that was kind of sad, but never.
Right. Miss E has another question. She says, "What do you think about the mattress in the pool tradition
Oh, the one
that
that
has come on
did I
to
start
Bad Girls
that?
Club?"
Did I? Was it? I was
I
really
don't
drunk.
know if you did. I don't think.
I just remember coming home and being
Yeah.
like, no, that's it. You're moving out. That's it. No, what happened was, okay,
Yeah.
I do remember what happened. So we came home from a club, and I
Okay.
think this is after Jennifer had left. And then they tried to mess with me and say, like, oh, Jennifer's coming back. And I was like, what do you mean she's coming back? And I was obliterated. So I was like, F this, I'm taking her mattress. So I like went in her room, took her mattress, like threw it over. Lauren started it first with Char. That's
Yeah.
exactly what happened. Okay. And then I just took it and threw it into the like pool area. And I remember waking up the next morning and I was like, did I get in trouble? Do I have to pay for the mattress? And they were like, no, but you have to go get it. And I was like, oh God, oh God.
Oh, geez.
It's awful.
So that was a fun. Yeah, that was fun. That was exciting.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's go back to the LA thing because I have a couple more questions about that. What's your favorite thing about living in LA?
Favorite thing?
Because you mentioned that you don't think that you're going to be there for a long time or forever, but so what is something that you love about it that maybe when you do move away, you'll go back and be like, oh, I really miss this about LA.
I like it. Honestly, it sounds kind of weird, but like there's so much like this is like the first place that a lot of the health and nutrition that I go with, it's like one of the like the cesspools of like all that good stuff. It's so hard. Like I couldn't walk into
Yeah,
like a vegan restaurant. Not that I ever really eat at a vegan restaurant, but I couldn't go to one in like the middle of Oklahoma because it really just doesn't exist. Here,
right.
you can
Right,
get
right, right.
bars. You can get organic foods. Organic food, which is I also eat 100% of the time, is something that I can just go to almost any grocery store and get. Yeah, it's a little bit pricier, but it's the convenience factor, and adding years to my life by
Yeah, totally. So then what is the worst thing about living in LA?
oh my God, I can't
This
think.
is from Chris Delgado.
I honestly, I want to murder people on the highway. Like I literally can't even drive. Like I want to get out and slash
Yeah,
tires because I can't take people like break like
right.
a cloud. They're like, my God, it's cloudy, break. I'm like, I don't get it. Like it should take 4 or 5 hours to ride on the 405. I don't understand you. So
Yeah.
it's pretty much that.
Christina Contreras says, "Do you still have the GTL tattoo
Oh,
in the?"
I don't know.
Oh, sorry, that's not the right one.
It is though. I think it is.
Yeah.
It should still be there. I mean, I haven't got it redone, but
Yeah.
and no, they
Right.
don't ask about that on my employee applications for hire.
That's good. Yeah, that's good. That's good. A lot of people have been asking where you think Bad Girls Club should go next, like which city. Do you have any cities you think would work really well? You mentioned Atlanta's one of the rougher cities and you'd be scared, but what's another city you think?
Let's
Like for
see.
next season, Bad Girls 11.
I think they should go somewhere completely polar opposite, like an Amish town.
Yeah, oh my gosh, that's a good
Somewhere
idea.
where
That would
it's
be
like,
fun.
oh my God, like when Nicole and Paris when we did that show, like whatever what it was called, they went to like the farmer towns.
Oh yeah, the simple
Simple
life.
Life, there you go.
Yeah.
And I think they should do something
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that
yeah.
because maybe they'll
That would be cool.
it would just be funny. Like what? How much bad?
Yeah, Bad Girls.
How bad can you be? Like beating a small
Yeah.
woman crossing a street? Like okay.
We have a lot of fans I've noticed from London. What are your thoughts about maybe the Bad Girls Club heading to London?
Oh my
I
God,
don't,
I'm
it's just, I
jealous.
don't
Do you
know
want to
what the
recast me?
connection is. So you would go back
Oh
if
my
we went
God,
to London
that'd be
then, right?
great. I mean,
Yeah.
the other thing you have to understand about going abroad though is like you're representing America, and I don't know if the
Right.
BGC would. I, I don't know. I think the Queen of England would be mad at her tea time if she sees like
Oh my
boobs as she
gosh.
drives by. Like I don't know.
Right. Could you imagine if any of the bad girls like met the Queen of England? How like hilarious that would be.
I would love to be a fly on the wall for that.
Yeah. Joe said, John, bad girls would not be allowed on TV over here. So maybe
Oh,
that's a whole other
oh,
situation
I
we'd
like
have
it
to
because it's
worry
kind of
about.
illegal. So it's like
Yeah.
back in like the days where like I don't know, stuff wasn't like you couldn't do certain things. You had to like go on the black
Right.
market, like a little bad girl stuff.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay, BGC10.
Okay, so
BGC10 is going to Greece.
there you go.
That is so fetch. Oh my god.
Yeah, BGC 10, which is a new night and a new time, by the way. Bad Girls Club Atlanta premieres Tuesday, January 15th at 8 p.m. for those of you who are watching. Are you going to be tuning in on Tuesday?
I have to now. If you said Greece, I love Greece.
Yeah, you have to.
Ugh.
Yeah, who doesn't want to go to Greece, right?
And yeah, that's awesome. Oh, do you guys?
So if you could go anywhere in the world on a vacation, where would you go?
My boyfriend and I are planning to go to Italy this summer because it's going to be our anniversary.
Nice.
So he's Italian, obviously. Why would I date anybody who wasn't Italian? Um, but
Right.
and his name is Nick, so I'm either like a self-loathing individual or we're just like,
Yeah,
but no, we want to go to Italy really
very
badly.
cool.
So it'll be fun. Yeah.
That's fun. I've been there twice and it's very beautiful. So if you need me to be a tour guide, I can take you around all around. So that would be
Do
fun.
you guys want to meet my dog,
Yeah.
my little
So
my
if
little daughter? Do you want to meet?
yes, I was just gonna go to. Let's see your dog. We have a guest cameo
I
here
have a
today
dog.
on Brad
Nick
Girls
would be here,
Breakfast
but he had
Club.
to go to work. So hold on. Billy.
Okay. All right.
Oh, she's mad at me because I have to take her off the heating pad. This is Bentley,
Oh.
and she is the world's
Oh.
best dog.
She's
She's like a
adorable.
little human, and I love her to death. And she's on Twitter
Yeah.
at B is for Bentley.
He is for Bentley. That's amazing. So if you have any questions for Bentley, go ahead and send them in. That would be amazing. So
She,
tomorrow is your surgery. I hope that you feel better. I hope that. How long does it take for you to sort of recover from all of that?
well, the surgery last time, it was only supposed to be a 3 hour surgery, and it ended up being 4.5 hours. So that's the first part of it,
Mm,
and then
mm.
crutches for 4 weeks, and then rehab for about 3 months. I just had an MRI done yesterday, and it's not fully healed yet.
Yeah.
So it's like it takes up to a year, they say. So, but I'll run any
Okay.
of you guys still.
Jeez.
Don't try me.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's amazing. Well, at least you have a nice little cuddly dog. Oh, look how she's like kind of falling asleep
She's
as
like
you pet her.
so coy, and she's
Um,
smiling.
yeah. Well, at least you have a cute little dog to cuddle up with while you recover from everything.
True.
Yeah. Okay, we'll take some last minute questions here as we start to wrap up Bad Girls Breakfast Club with Nikki. If you have any questions, you can ask questions to Nikki face to face if you click on the Get on Camera button, and we'll have you go live. You can also type your questions in the question section next to this chat. So what does your rest of your day look like today? What are you going to be doing in preparation for your big day tomorrow?
Just getting a lot of paperwork done because with surgeries you have like a lot of insurance paperwork to do. I have that. I'm
Oh,
gonna go work out just a little bit.
yeah.
I'm gonna cook my.
So are you in pain when you work out?
I am a little bit, but that's because there's still fluid in my
Mm,
like the original hip, which is fine. I don't hard charge it like I would like to, but it is what it is.
right.
And then I cook all my meals. I eat like me and Nick eat almost every 2 hours, so I have to prep my meals for the next couple days. So I'm not like hopping around and
Yeah.
Nick will burn it,
Right.
so I don't want to like leave it up to him.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I can't help but LOL at this dog just completely like loving every second
Oh,
of
I love
you
her so
like
much. Like it's
petting.
not even funny. Like if something were to happen to her, I would be devastated. Like, oh my god. And she's like the
Yeah.
coolest person.
Oh.
Oh, say hi, Bentley.
Oh. Do you watch Bad Girls Club 9 or did you watch it?
No, I didn't.
No.
I
Let's see.
watched seven a little bit, and a little bit of eight. After a while, it just
Yeah.
gets like
Well, you have to watch. Well, I just have a feeling that Bad Girls Club Atlanta is going to be like really intense, so I feel
I'm
like
watching that.
you should definitely be
No, I'm
watching it.
definitely watching it.
New night, new time, yeah, exactly. New night, new time, Tuesday, January 15th at 8 p.m. It premieres. XOXO from Holland says, "How are you and Shar? Did you ever see her again?"
Didn't really see her, but we've talked and stuff. Caught up on. I mean, we had long conversations. I mean, I remember even Sydney and Shar and all of them. I talked, an hour or two at a time when we did
Yeah,
talk, just because you have to understand, although we went through that experience together and like fought during it, it's like we're alone
Hmm.
once we go back into the real world. So it's like the only other people that understand are the 6 people we
Right.
lived with. So we confide in them. We talk, and it's people go through things, and people's families get sick, and it's
Yeah.
nice to have somebody that you have to spend with.
Yeah. Do you feel like you're more calm and collected now that the show's sort of,
I think so.
you
I think
know,
it just comes.
a little bit
I think it
older?
just comes with
Yeah.
age. Also, it's like at 22, it's like what? Oh,
Right.
excuse me. My apologies. Um,
Yeah.
I think it just comes with
What
age.
kind of dog is that, by the way? Someone was asking
Oh,
before she runs out.
well, I adopted her,
Yes.
and she is a Chihuahua mix.
Okay.
I'm gonna do a DNA test because I think it's like a min pin, and she's really fat, miniature pinscher, because she's really really fast. But
Right.
honestly, this dog when I adopted her didn't even need to be potty trained. She doesn't bark. She holds her pee for like 10 hours. I don't understand how this happens, and I don't know.
Oh my
She's
gosh.
she loves the heating pad and pooping in privacy.
Yeah, very good. That's good. Okay, so let's go back to your original question about, do you feel like you're more mature, more collected, now that the show's sort
Well,
of a little bit
I
older?
definitely think so. I think it just again, it comes with time, it comes with age. Back then, I was still in college, and I could, do whatever I wanted because I was still in college. Whereas now, it's like, okay, I'm at
Right.
work, and I'm a competitive person, and I have to make sure that like I want my stuff to go through, and the harder you work now, the more rewarding it is later. So, yes.
That's awesome. Okay, so some people are asking for a fist
Oh my
pump
God.
here. Maria Redret, and yeah, so people are wanting it. There we go.
Too funny. I haven't busted that out in a minute.
Alex Mirage says, Alex Mirage says, before she leaves, please just say nothing to say,
Oh
bro.
my
Would
God.
make my day.
Nothing to say. Oh my God. I used to walk around the house and be like, nothing to say, bro. Nothing to say. Like, nothing to say.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Shut up. Shut up.
Yeah. Very good. Okay, so I think like we're able to wrap up now. This was a great Bad Girls Breakfast Club. Thank you so much, Nikki, for joining us
Thank you
today.
for having me.
And for everyone, absolutely. And for everyone who's watching, don't forget to tune in to Bad Girls Club Atlanta. Premieres on a new night, new time, Tuesday, January 15th at 8 p.m. And they can follow you on Twitter if they have any other questions, right?
Yep, at Fit to Nick.
Do you want to give them?
Yeah, so it's at
There you
FIT
go.
to the number and then NIK. And I'll tweet today a bunch because I'll be conscious, whereas tomorrow I'll be a little bit out of it. But you can tweet me, you can
Right.
tweet Bentley.
Of
B is
course.
for Bentley is her Twitter. And she
Yes.
does respond.
Very good.
A little pause.
She does respond. So she's got her own little like doggy
Sure she
iPhone
does.
happening, right?
And I'm gonna give her a bath today, and she's gonna
Yeah.
smell so delicious. It's gonna be great. I'm a mom
That's
now, guys.
awesome. Very yeah. Well, good luck with your surgery tomorrow, and everybody who's watching, make sure you send Nikki some get well soon messages. And that's it for Bad Girls Breakfast Club. Any last words? I'll let you sort of sign off here as we go off air.
For me,
Yes.
be good at it. That's all.
There you go. All
Alrighty.
right. Thank you so much, Nikki. Have a great day and good luck
Thank
tomorrow.
you. Have a great day.
All right. See you later. Bye, everybody watching. See ya.